So communication is something we all rely on, but it can also tear us apart, as we have seen in recent years and all of this. So this all was explored in this production. It's called English. It's now playing at the Mile High City. Shadi Vasugi, that's
yes.
right, I got it right, from the production. She's here on the Coco Couch. I'm honored to have you here. All right, so Shadi, for those who aren't familiar, just tell us a little bit about English, the production.
Okay, so it's a play set in Iran, and it focuses on 4 students, adult learners, who are learning English in an English language class.
Got it.
There's a teacher named Marjan, and that's basically like the surface level of it. Underneath all of that is themes of identity, connection, belonging, you know, like what is gained and what is lost in translation. So that's kind of the quick version of what it's about.
That sounds incredibly interesting and
is.
explosive, especially like right now. Again, I can't just emphasize how much communication is so vastly important and interesting. Tell us more about your character. It's called Goli.
Goli.
Okay, tell us about Goli.
Goli is, well, she's 18, so she's the youngest one in the class. It ranges from like 18 to like 50s or something.
Got it.
And she's vibrant and she's bold and she's funny. She's very optimistic and hopeful, but it doesn't seem like it's in a naive way.
Yeah,
I feel like she chooses to be optimistic. But there is a lot of still vulnerability and trying to connect with people. She's still figuring out who she is. Yeah, that's good.
That's a really good character to get your.
It's a really nice character to live inside of.
Totally, and that optimism is so important.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I was like, I needed some of that.
I've learned a lot.
True. Let's ask you. I want to ask you the most challenging part of production, and also what do you love most about it? Let's start with the challenging.
Okay, so I would say the challenging part of this production in rehearsal process was the language switches, the dialect switches. So there is a special effect that we have in this play. It's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. But basically when we're speaking, when we're speaking with an accent, when we're speaking English with an accent, it means we're speaking English.
Okay.
When we're speaking English without an accent, it means we're speaking Persian.
Oh, wow.
So as to show, like right now, how I'm talking to you really easy, it's like I'm speaking Persian. I'm speaking my native tongue.
Got it.
But if I talk like this,
I see.
it is me speaking English. So that switch is really good for the audience to know what we're saying and also to witness the struggle of switching languages. But for the actor, you're like, well, I'm speaking English this whole time.
Yeah, right.
So something I would do in the rehearsal process is I'd go home and I'd deliver some of my text that's supposed to be in English in like Spanish.
Oh, smart.
And I try to just see, what does it feel like to be searching for words, to feel the discomfort in my body.
Totally.
So that part was challenging. And then the other part that's challenging, but also my favorite part, is Sanaz is writing. Sanaz Tusi is the playwright, Pulitzer Prize winning play, Tony nominated.
Yes!
She is a genius, I think. She's a master. And she's written almost like a piece of music.
Oh, wow.
And it feels like chamber music in that there is subtlety in her text. There is nuance to her text. There is, if you push too hard emotionally, it might feel flat or sharp.
Right.
The humor. So for me, it's like being precise in her, following her notes, you know, and you just want to nail it, you know, and she makes it easy. It's a great play.
When you have a great playwright, you want to nail each word.
And I love her.
Yeah, and like the pacing kind of reminds you of music. Yeah, that's
yes,
so
everything. So it's really important for all of us to be like on top of our switches and our language, and that when we're listening, that we're hearing things, remembering we're hearing it in a different language than.
That is hard.
It is hard, but it's so fun.
But it's a good challenge for an actor, I imagine. Okay, this play focuses on something we use everyday language. But would you say that language can, I guess what I would say is, does it have a double-edged sword? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. I think that, language has the power to empower us, make us feel seen,
make us fall in love.
Make us fall in love.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of that.
Yeah, a little bit of love.
There's a little bit of love. There's a little bit of love in the play. It's not me, but I watch it. But it also has the power to exclude.
Yes.
And make you feel small and feel like you can't express yourself. And I think that's what this play does so well. Is if you've learned a second language if that's something that's
Which
part of your
first off is
experience.
just amazing that you can do that.
Already,
Anybody who does
anybody who is multilingual, you can relate to this. But also, if you've never done that, you can see what it takes, especially if you're an adult learner, when you know who you are and you can't express that and people don't know how to receive you because you don't,
the frustration.
it's so fascinating. So we've had audience members come up to us from all different parts of the world. We had a German woman coming up to us crying once, like, I feel seen. So
there's bravery in that. There's bravery,
a lot of
especially as an
courage,
adult,
lot of
having to do
courage.
that.
You have to put yourself out there.
Yeah, you
and
really do.
sometimes, you know, when I speak Farsi at home, I don't feel like speaking it because I'm like, I don't feel like embarrassing myself today.
For sure. It's like, I don't want to work that hard.
I just
totally.
want to tell you what I'm thinking.
Right.
But yeah, so it's
Amazing.
really cool.
Well, people, I'm so excited for you all to watch it. English is now playing over at the Singleton Theater at the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. Get your tickets, as we talked about before on camera. They are selling out. So get your tickets now. It's at denvercenter.org. They sponsored today's segment. Shadi, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Really
much for having me.
amazing idea, too. Can't wait to see it.